Hello, it's Steve from Delta Systems. I wanted to walk through this WooCommerce stock updater that we built and kind of show you what you're going to get from this. It's kind of half automated, half manual process, so I wanted to kind of talk through it instead of just throwing it over the wall to you. First, we've got some once you install it in WordPress, you'll see that the plugin shows up down here. It's WooCommerce stock updater. We've got some documentation, which I'll go over in a minute, and then we have the workhorse Google Sheet that is where all the work happens, and then we're going to make a video kind of like this of walking through on your process. When we put you live, we can make a little quick video to show us how this works. The screen you're seeing here is kind of the end of the process, the actual import back into the system. But step one is pretty much this documentation, this process flow diagram that we want to show you here. So step one, you're going to get data out of WordPress and WooCommerce and get it into an Excel spreadsheet as a CSV file. That is done through WP All Export, which is another plugin right here, WP All Export. We can help you set up a query that will export the data in the proper format to get it over into an Excel or CSV file so that we can upload it into this into the workhorse Google Sheet in step two here. So if we hop over to that, here's an example of one of those. You'll see the colored tabs down at the bottom, and you'll see that the idea here is that this is the data that you just exported from Woo. You're going to paste it into here in this format with these columns, and then you're going to go over to Profit 21. You're going to do the same thing. You're going to export some data into a CSV or something like that, and then you're going to get that into here as well, step 3 and step 4. So when I see that, that's what comes in here. So if you're ready to replace, or you're ready to put in the new stuff, you're going to replace what's in here and just delete out all of the other information. So again, the format of export to Woo, this is all of that. MP21. As soon as you do that, you're going to see a little progress bar show up here in the upper right corner, and then that's when all of the work starts taking place. The end results are here in the green. The green tab here is kind of the end results, but I'm going to talk about a couple little bonus little extra things here. This first orange tab here this is products that are in WooCommerce that are not in Profit 21. So these are things that are on your website that are not in Profit 21, so they're not being tracked. So ideally this would be empty unless you have products that you only want in Woo, but there they are. The other way around, this is products that are in P21, Profit 21 that are not in WooCommerce. So these are products that are probably either discontinued or you don't want them on your website for some odd reason, but that's the list. So if you want to take care of that type of thing there. The end result of all of the work that this Google Sheet is doing is right here. It actually is going to generate a little list of ID, stock status, and stock count, and that is what is going to be updated back into WooCommerce. So if I go back to the sheet here, the sheet is generating this as step 5, and then is going to export. You can export a file, and then that's the screen I showed you in WooCommerce. You're going to take that file and put it right here and upload it, and it's going to chug and chew on that and actually update all of your inventory from in stock and out of stock. Now, this process can be very lengthy and take a lot of time if you're updating thousands of products, and so what we tried to do is short circuit that. And what you're seeing here is this is the actual to be imported back into Woo, only the ones that are changed. So if we look at this very first one as an example, it's ID number 9567. It says it's in stock and has 37. That's probably because before it was either out of stock or it didn't have 37 items. If you want the full list of everything, that's the next tab over, the update stock status and count. This is all of them. And so you'll notice that this one has a 9566, in stock 13 is the first item and not that in stock 37. So this item actually probably didn't change since your last import. And so that's just saying, hey, it's going to do another update if you want to do just push everything out. But the problem there is that it's going to have to do, what did I say, 4,500 updates to your inventory, which frankly don't probably need to be done. This one, if you're running this once a day, twice a day, 3 times a day, it's all the products that you've sold between the last one. And so what you're ending up here with is 821. In this situation, we had 821 updates, and that goes much, much faster, of course. So So you don't have to update 5 times as many products for no reason doing this list. You're just going to do the ones that are the changed ones. These other tabs back here are just kind of the back end data, lookups and how they're working, and then this is all the calculations that it's doing to figure that out. Between simple products and this supports simple products, and it also supports, whoa, went too far, variable products as well. So the way the data comes out of here, it needs to be in stock, out of stock. We need parent IDs and SKUs and all of that so that this thing works correctly. But so that's, we're kind of showing you kind of peek behind the green curtain there. But yeah, really all you need to do here is put data in that you want to check from Woo, put data in that you want to check from P21, let it do its thing. When the little progress meter is gone from up here, like see if I go out here and I delete one, it'll probably start chewing. There you go. So this little progress bar will stay up here. It is doing a lot of work in there, so that could take a good 5-10 minutes to do sometimes. But once it is done, you'll see that this the progress bar has gone away, and all of this will update itself when that progress bar is done. So there you go. So I just made one little change. It's already halfway done. That's pretty nice. So so the idea here, again, pull it out of Woo, export it and put it into this sheet. Pull it out of Profit 21, put it in this sheet. If there's anything weird, you can check on that, like I mentioned. Then you're going to generate that CSV or that export file and put it back into the plugin right in this screen, and that's going to upload and update your inventory as desired. We can further automate this if you want, but we found that clients like to touch it in this with this much of a input and see what's going on. We certainly can do an upload and update of anything that's changed and just automate the whole thing. But sometimes things go sideways, and some people want to see what's going on there. But if you're doing an update 1-3 times a day, this is going to save obviously a lot of time for you and allow that to happen. But again, if you want to do it in a more automated fashion where you're just saying click a button, do what you need to do, kind of preview it and then go, let's talk about that and let's further automate that process. But again, this is going to really speed up your inventory updates and certainly keep the guesswork out and stop having to chew on lists manually to figure out where the inventory has been updated. So problems or questions, let me know, but hope that helps. Thanks.